but it stands there in elegant proportions, growing clearer, the way objects take shape at dawn. And below us, the Thames grows lighter, surrounded by the shadows of dead buildings and dark bridges. And above us, the ceiling of red, the sky full of bursting shells, barrage balloons, flares, and the grind of vicious engines. And in yourself, the anticipation, the excitement, and the wonder that this could be happening at all. I haven't written anything about the big picture. I only know what we see from our worm's eye view. Tired and dirty soldiers who are alive and don't want to die. The combat infantry really is the underdog. They call each other dog faces. They put up with unendurable conditions. Some live and some die. Hill after hill, through machine gun fire, shelling, and bombing. It takes 2 months to defeat Rommel, the desert fox. To the amen, the chaplain dashes off on another call. The dying man is left utterly alone, out in the night, in his litter on the ground. The aloneness of that man, going through the last few minutes of his life, is what torments me. I want to go over to him, but I can't. I wish to God I had. 36th Division. They've been fighting 10 days and nights without stopping. They've been up in the mountains where only foot soldiers and mules can go. I'm sleeping with a dozen soldiers in a cowshed. Oh, these soldiers and I, we haven't shaved for weeks and washed either. We stink to high heaven. I don't know who that first one was. You feel small in the presence of dead men, ashamed at being alive, and you don't ask questions. We left him there, that first one, and we all went back into the cowshed, and we sat on water cans or in the straw, waiting for the next batch of mules. I'm at the foot of the mule trail on a moonlit night. You can see far up the trail, and all the way across the valley below. Soldiers make shadows in the moonlight as they walk. Dead soldiers, strapped onto the backs of mules, have been coming down the mountain all night long. They come lying belly down, their heads hanging down, their feet sticking out awkwardly, bobbing up and down as the mule walks. The mules move off into a field. The men in the road seem reluctant to leave. They stand around. Then gradually, one by one, I sense them moving close to Captain Wasco's body. Not so much to look, I think, as to say something to him and to themselves. Holding the dead hand in his own and looking intently into the dead face, and he never uttered a sound all the time. And then finally, he put the hand down, and he reached up, and he gently straightened the points of the captain's shirt collar. And then he sort of rearranged the tattered edges of the uniform around the wound. And then he got up, and he walked away down the road, all alone. After that, we all went back into the cowshed, leaving the 5 dead men lying in line in the shadow of the low stone wall. Then we lay down on the straw, and pretty soon we were all asleep. I had conjured up a mental picture of the fierce Marines as soldiers from Mars. I was almost afraid of them. I joined them on the landing at Okinawa, and even though I was way back on the 7th wave, I still dreaded the sight of mangled bodies on the beachhead. Women in dresses, with flowers in their hair. Everyone is beautiful. Thousands of people crowd up, men, women, and children. They kiss us, they grab our hands and slap our backs and shout their thanks. American, American, American. Private First Class Dale W. Bassett of Bausch, Colorado, and the driver, Sergeant John L. Barnes of Petersburg, Virginia. We're to scout out a new site for the regimental command headquarters. That is the mission this bright morning on this beautiful island. We set out about 10 o'clock over rolling green country up a narrow road. There's machine gun fire ahead of us. Dust dances in the field around us, and Barnes brakes the Jeep in a hurry, and we all run for the roadside ditches. We're hunkered down, and the machine gun is silent. Where's Major Pratt? Joe and I raise our heads. There he is. Hey, George, you all right? Shots kick up the ground in front of me, and I want to ask Joe how he is, and for a moment I can't tell what's wrong. I didn't feel a thing.